Prophecy, redesign.
Yeah.
Thief, class of the month.
Yeah.
We have a Wenge prophecy. Thief is Wenge and Paduk. So it's a little dusty.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, so. Is it gonna do it? Maybe.
Whoa! Yeah!
You should do it! Tomorrow morning, me, you, Ian, Gates, and Jason, we're gonna start cooking. We're gonna be like, well, listen, this is base Wenge. If you wanted to bump it up a notch, turn it into a thief, where would the Paduk go?
Sure.
And it was just nice to have this with us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna move this over and we're gonna blow it off. All in the knees, not the back. The knees. The knees. Good arrow. My life is a cartoon world. So Matt, I'll see you here tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Zang.
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 Zang. Zang.
Yo.
What's up, Matty Matt?
How you guys like the Prophecy base camp?
Is that what this is?
I don't know, I guess so.
I like the... It's a little intimidating.
Yeah.
We gotta make him happy.
Count Vigo. Mr. Vigo?
Who is he? Who is
So actually, what I want to do first, before we do anything, I've got two very brief statements. One statement, modular game table, European tour, launching in August. We're going to launch.
What?
We are planning in early August to launch a Kickstarter just for European fulfillment.
Whoa!
We're going on tour, baby.
Wow.
We're
Wow.
heading to Amsterdam. Or somewhere in Europe. This is Europe. That's Europe.
Amsterdam's in Europe, I'm pretty sure.
That's a place.
Kickstarter is actually a really, really good way to do international because we can.
Yeah, it's the best way. Have we solved shipping? Or are we selling and solving shipping later like you?
No, we have. So, a little bit of brief. First time we launched the modular table, we offered international shipping, and it was very difficult, and we actually did solve it, and we did figure it out. Since Modular Game Table 1.0, we have not offered European delivery. So this will be their chance. And then a month after the European, we're going to do an exclusively Australian.
Dan on that.
Aussies.
Yeah. Early August, we're gonna be doing Europe, and then early September, we're gonna be doing Australia.
Does that include New Zealand? For the Kiwis? They're kind of lumped together, but they don't like to be lumped together. I don't know.
Maybe.
When do we go to the People's Republic of China?
Oh, ooh, that's a good one. That's interesting.
It's 2 cards at the same time.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
Efficiency.
Maybe next time I'll come by with 3.
I would be impressed with that.
Number 2. This is a personal thing for me.
Oh.
You love these ones.
This is personal. We've got 2 main storylines occurring right now in the company of Wyrmwood. We've got craftsmanship, custom table journey, building the world's best furniture, and then we have Dice-a-Palooza. Okay, flash, no substance.
It's all sizzle.
It's all sizzle, no steak. Okay? It is absolute nonsense. I want it to be known that I'm drawing a line that there's Team Poos and there's Team Prophecy. Okay, this is Team Prophecy.
I'm caught in the middle here.
Yeah, you are.
Jason, if this is all sizzle, why'd you spend so much time figuring out how to make dice and then making dice?
That's a great question.
Leave the Poos behind.
No, don't.
Leave the Poos behind.
Don't listen to this man.
Positioning us squarely as losers.
Oh, no!
You're a loser.
No, wait, you embrace it. You double down. Yeah, we are losers.
I mean, you
I'm
can
not.
Losers
I'm
are
not.
making high quality tables,
I'm not a part of this.
great designs, awesome looking
You guys
things.
can. Okay.
Yeah.
We can get a tripod. This is the table. This is a table we currently make. This is currently the world's greatest gaming table, and it's just getting better, right? We're
Yeah.
taking it to 11.
12?
No, just the 11. 12 is too far. I'm gonna go get some paper so that we can do some drawings.
More paper.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
All right, the Prophecy Gaming Table. It is the first gaming table Wyrmwood ever designed, developed, and the flagship. And it has some of the coolest, most unique features that you don't see on most gaming tables on the market. It's got what we call topper panels that cover the game vault inside, which we'll get into. Once you start popping these guys off, it holds them for game night.
Yeah, and for the prophecy tables, the toppers are matched veneer set.
And what you mean by matched is basically these are veneered, and you can kind of see it actually. So like here's a seam here, and you can see those grain lines converging. So basically we buy a fletch of veneer, which is a log that's been sliced up into slices, and we use only pieces of veneer from the same log. So you guarantee the grain and the color is gonna be like perfect. They have a spline on one edge, and then on the other edge, flip it over, that it mates with, has a groove with a rubber gasket, and that's what gives us our spill resistant seam. There's also some rare earth magnets on both ends that kind of go and pull these together. So that spline and that rubber gasket push together. So when you spill on this, most of the water is gonna just run right off of your table. You also notice the toppers are over the armrest rather than inset on the armrest. Because a lot of tables, when you have it inset, it just runs right down into the vault, which is exactly where you don't want it. The game vault, the great thing about this, it's kind of the save button or the pause button. Keep things and store things inside of here while the toppers are on. So let's say you're... Puzzles. We also have, this is our demo version.
Yeah.
But basically I have a hand wheel crank, and there's a port on all of the tables. There's a crank that moves up and down this play surface. So you can bring it nice and flush, but you can also go a little bit higher if you would like.
Makes it easy to clean.
Makes it very easy to
Spill
clean.
something in there, you can, brush it, vacuum it right off all the way to the edge.
Yep. And then it also allows you to get to these reversible play surfaces.
And again, as you can see, because it's the prophecy line, everything's matched.
Yep.
All the way along, all the pieces are matched.
Yeah, so these reversible play surfaces are actually made in one piece, and then we cut it up, so you have completely continuous grain. The main striking design feature of this table is that really nice, subtle curve that is actually on all four sides, mocked after the radius of the Roman Colosseum. Classical architecture touch.
So you're ready for battle.
Yep, exactly.
Got it.
And that's the Prophecy Game Table.
Whoa. So we also have chairs. So these are the, bring that one over.
The upholstered versus the wooden seat.
Correct. Both of which have storage inside. Whoa, and this one has a, oh, hey.
That's your microfiber clean.
We'll make it.
All right.
Jesus.
So nice.
It's included free with your $20,000 table.
Oh, that's nice.
Get ready for game night, you gotta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna rush the stroke so she can get it.
We're gonna build 3 of these
Yeah.
right now. We're going to build sort of we'll call it the wood pairing. Then we're gonna do a signature series, and then we're gonna do the full-on, absolute, top-shelf, marquetry, custom build. We're gonna start with round 1, which is the wood pairings, combination woods, where you take 2 different woods and pair them together, and this is an example of that. And it was Paduk and Wenge, with it looks like a little
Maple highlight.
A
Maple.
little bit of maple.
little maple highlight.
Yep.
So we want to take this wood pairing, bring it into the prophecy world.
How you gonna do it?
How are we gonna do it?
Yep.
So when we look at this form factor, what is Paduk, what is Wenge, and what is maple?
What is the main wood, and then what are those surprising pops that kind of catch your eye?
So Wenge primary, Paduk secondary, maple tertiary.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
We're gonna try and make these the same way we already make them and do
Correct.
this design.
For the most part, there's gonna be some additional processing. Basically how this works is we have a Paduk core, and then we laminate it with maple and Wenge on both sides, and then you can see as we cut through it, we keep that Wenge face, we expose the Paduk, and then we get that pinstriping, which isn't actually pinstriping. That's actually a full layer of maple veneer under.
Right.
So this is a technique you can kind of do with almost anything to get a layered effect.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, how are these made?
Yeah.
Are these veneered?
These are just solid. This is just, in this case, a solid piece of wenge. You know, we have some rounded profiles on details on the inside and outside, but this is just a solid piece of wood.
Got it.
That is attached onto the apron box assembly. This is actually, if you look underneath, you can probably tell better. There's a bunch of structural components in here. There's 4 layers of wood bent to get the shape, and then it's veneered over with the primary wood that your table is, so that it's very strong, comparatively light, because it's actually a little bit hollow, and very, very stable and very strong.
This is not a steam bending.
No, this is a
Lamination.
multi-layered lamination. So basically you slice a bunch of pieces of wood,
Yeah.
and then you glue it up and clamp it on a caul,
Yep.
and then it holds that shape, which is essential for making these curves.
So anyway,
how come you can have a solid wood curve?
well, that's so
This way, but not-
simply because this curve. What this is this board used to be this wide, and they carved away the wood to make a curve. These solid wood armrests are not bent at all. They are cut into a curved shape.
The last major component are the legs. There's a core inside this of mahogany, and then this is veneered with shop sawn veneers that we cut out of the, the same type of wood that we do, the armrests.
To assemble these is kind of like assembling the whole table. In order to get that nice, continuous, consistent grain and color using the same fletch, you need to veneer these. But because we have this big, long bevel and reveal all the edge grain, you also need the same matching wood or a contrasting wood, which is what we're going to talk about on the edge. So basically what we have here, a plywood panel substrate. That plywood panel is banded, in this case with solid wenge, and then that is laminated with a couple layers of veneer on the top and the bottom to balance it out. You always have to have the same amount of layers of veneer on the top versus the bottom, and then routed out so it kind of looks like a solid, consistent piece of wood, but there's actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces to make one topper panel, times 5.
Wow.
45 pieces of wood to make a set of toppers for a prophecy. A lot of labor goes into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the legs, the topper, the aprons, and the, we did actually talk about the reversible play surface. Reversible play surface is very similar to the toppers.
Now, is that something that could also be flavored?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
I think we start topper. Topper is the easiest, I think. To match the vibe of this.
Go ahead.
So basically those solid edge banded pieces that you see on the bevel, I would suggest we do those solid pieces Paduke, and then luckily we actually are already doing 2 pieces of veneer on the top. So veneer with maple, and then the top veneer would be wenge. So you basically have a wenge tabletop. You'd have some little pinstripes of this maple, and then the bevel would be that nice pop of red.
So it would just match this perfectly. This corner
Yeah.
would have this corner's look.
Same detailing.
That corner is that corner.
Right.
Ian, do you have any counter argument on the top?
No, I don't think I do.
It's okay. Okay, let's pop the topper offer.
The armrest is pretty plain. Like, it's just going to be wenge.
Currently, yes.
Currently.
Just let me throw this out there. Wenge, solid wood, armrest here, and then on the bent lamb, what I was thinking is inside here, instead of doing the mahogany, do the Paduke. I think Paduke would be able to do a bent lamination and hold that bent lamination.
I actually don't know if I would like it, but it would be striking when you pulled these toppers off if the inside was all Paduke.
So this could all be Paduke. This can be wenge. I like the idea of a Paduke accent here.
I kind of hate the fields right here.
Okay.
I don't think that's very strong.
Okay.
If we were going to put something on here, I actually think a sort of wide banding running all the way around, so it would be continuous.
Oh, that's fun.
Kind of like how I was talking on the topper.
These are one piece. The legs
Yep.
separate from this, so
can
there's
do that.
no risk of it not lining up. We do it afterwards.
Let's
so
draw
you
this
have,
out.
so
Yeah.
you have a
We gotta
red
draw this
line.
out.
think I know what you're talking
So
about.
This is all wenge, so this is dark.
Yep.
So in order to tie in a little bit of Paduke, I think we do a line of, we could do a double in and out, or just one on the inside. We can decide.
Do the inside.
Wide-ish. sort of Paduk band that ran along the inside, and then I think we do the white black.
So this is Paduk, and then this is the Wenge.
Black, white.
And then the
white Wenge, so black, white.
So then that's maple, and then this is just back right into the Wenge.
Yeah, it's gonna start in about this far.
Oh, you're doing the in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Daring.
Something like this. Maybe a little wider.
Yep.
Something.
Although with the weight of the maple and the Wenge, it will get
It'll
wider.
feel wider. Yeah. It's somewhere in that ballpark.
So
Could
okay.
be
So we're talking
little
about. So we're talking about. And I do like the weighting of those. I'm saying you got to just do one on the inside. If you do one on the inside and one on the outside, you're gonna look. It's gonna look like a clown car. It's gonna look poozy. It's gonna look like trash, cheap, like a fucking.
We could do this banding idea.
Oh,
where,
sorry. Excuse me.
Where
There's a poozer in the room.
this is losers only.
You can see that this is. There's two storylines going on right now at Wyrmwood. There's poos and there's prophecy. Oh
God. Dice
he wants to make a poos prophecy.
Yeah.
I'm saying right now that is dead. It's not happening. It's not. Let's talk about what we've agreed upon, and then let's get to the final frontier. We've agreed on the topper. We understand what we're doing on the topper.
That's pretty straightforward.
We actually agree on the apron assembly where this is solid wood Wenge, and then it's Paduk on the bent lambs, at least the outer bent lamb. I'm okay with Paduk on the inside. I'm also okay with Wenge on the inside. I don't have a strong opinion on that.
You're Paduk on
I'm
the
pro
inside.
Paduk on the inside.
Okay, let's do
Would be kind of a nice
Yeah.
So let's make Matt happy. We'll do Paduk on the inside. Legs are Wenge, and then
they're straight
the
Wenge.
outside carcass is the way it is, except for that Paduk bent lamb with a little maple.
So
We'll
far,
add a
yeah.
bigger chamfer, I think.
Right. There's three big points of contention. Now, wooden RPS surface. What are we doing on the wood side? What are we doing on the fabric side?
Yep.
And then what are we doing on the logo?
Shield,
The
all the-
shield.
Yep.
Let's talk RPS and fabric. These are fabrics.
Oh, lilac.
I think for these, we stick with what we got. I'm going parchment all day. I'm boring.
Yeah,
Color's hard.
it is.
Color's really
If
hard.
it is
Yeah.
like largely Paduk on the inside,
We don't want,
it makes me lean towards like black or something dark.
The nice thing about the RPS is we could do a couple RPSs. Like we could do two RPSs with two different strategies, especially even a couple panels, and then we can.
Yep.
And I think we kind of need the field and the banding to decide the fabric, because the fabric is really dependent on this guy and
Right.
here.
Okay, so here's where I'm at currently. So we could actually start just making a set of toppers. So we have a set of toppers, right? And then we can sort of start making samples on this and samples on this. And then we can sort of like, we can have the toppers, get these samples, get those samples, and then we can hone in on those last decisions based on how the samples turn out. RPS and armrest sampling, topper, production. Seem reasonable?
Yeah.
Last thing we're going to talk about.
Logo.
Logo, schmogo logo.
Yeah, this is just a little marquetry logo assembly we do. Ebony and curly ash is the background, which gets a nice yellow gold color. And then we inlay that assembly into whatever apron it is. It shows up on rosewood, looks great in Wenge, it looks really classy on cherry, so we just go with the same woods for everything. And actually, I don't know, I kind of want to just leave it the same.
I kind of
think it just looks really sharp.
I think it does. I mean, though, you could make.
Clown car, we're going for it. We're going for it. I would advocate for actually Paduk tree and shield with a maple background. I would like to see it. We make these on the laser. That's super quick and easy to try. I think we'll do Paduk and maple, and then maple and Paduk, and we'll just inlay them both in Wenge. I think it could actually look quite sharp.
We got logo samples that need to occur, armrest samples that need to occur. That's banding. I think Ian should spearhead that, just because Ian has, I think, more experience than anyone else in the shop of actually producing banding. I could be wrong.
Any volunteers? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I got it. RPS samples. Jason, that's on you. You may want to send it to Bennett or however you want. And then topper production, I think that's literally Nick Trepanier.
Yeah.
And then yes, then we'll talk about chairs next. Do we want to call this the thief table or do we want to call this something else?
even people that aren't super hardcore D&D, they're like, hey,
I would go with Rogue.
You know what
Meltzer.
kind of
Rogue
feels
is better.
Rogue is
Yeah,
better
Rogue-
than Thief.
Rogue is better.
This is the Rogue build.
Rogue build versus Pooh's party.
Who's forever?
Nope. Let us know in the comments. Let us know.
Come on down to the wildest place in town, where the colors pop and the dice don't stop. It's the event of the year. Don't you dare disappear. Dice-a-palooza. Everywhere you go. Dice-a-palooza. It's a show you gotta know.
What's up, Poozies?
Yo.
Oh my god. Oh my god.